Hey everyone. So I spent some time on the weekend to make a fork of Ryan's Trellix demo that he made with Remix, and I ported it over to React Query. But first of all, to set the scene right, I didn't implement a backend for this. We can only see the one board that I have. I used mock service worker for the mock of the backend. So that means we can see all the requests in the network tab. But if we actually make some changes here, we can see the update going through with the mutation and then the GET request coming back after the invalidation. But if we reload this page, everything will be gone. But on the flip side, you don't need to create a user, you don't need to log in and all of that. So this is mainly to show how the interaction on one board works, how the optimistic updates work when you're creating columns and when you are creating cards on that columns. So we can see that we can drag them over. Everything should work instantly. Like it does in Ryan's demo. So I want to also shout out to Ryan because his demo is really, really polished. It took me some effort to get this thing going in a correct way. There are also a couple of things that React Query doesn't really do that Remix is doing. For example, we are not canceling post requests that are kind of like related to each other. This is something that I think we can work on in React Query to see how we can batch mutations together and kind of like find out which ones belong together and then run them in a queue or cancel them accordingly. So while working on this demo, I also got some ideas on how to make React Query better in the future. So I think that alone is worth working on it. Yeah, the optimistic updates I think work really well in this demo as well. So as you can see, we can create new cards. We can move them around to other columns, even to things that haven't been created yet. I've made the option to add a little bit of delay. So if we increase the delay, we can also see that, things still work as they should. And then we move the cards around and the requests are basically coming in as we speak. And additionally, I think there is one thing that you get with React Query for free out of the box, which is if we're going offline, and I have this little offline toggle here, we could also use the DevTools for that. But React Query has this little offline toggle built in. Then I made a little toast notification that you are offline. What happens in this demo is that you can actually continue to work. So we can just create more cards, and then we can take those cards and move them over or move them over here, create new columns and so on. And we can see that there are no additional network requests going on. Maybe we can't see this, but maybe we can see it now. So we add a new card and there is like nothing going on because the mutations aren't happening. We can look at our DevTools, which are also pretty cool. And then we can see that a bunch of mutations are in paused state. And they're basically stacked up, waiting until we're going to have network again. Because that's how React Query works by default. So then once we enable this, we can see all the mutations coming in one by one. We are going online again, and then we get the revalidation. And of course, in the UI, nothing should change because we have the optimistic updates and the UI basically just now is synced to the server. So yeah, I don't think you can do this with the Remix demo, but it wasn't really much I had to do for the React Query demo to work with this as well. And yeah, in the DevTools, you can always see the up-to-date state and the things that you did. So yeah, with that, feel free to look at the demo. I'll post the link later. You can also look at the source code. It's on GitHub. Feel free to play around with it, roast it if you like, and let me know what you think.